The Hebrew alphabet, which is comprised of 22 letters, the middle of the Aleph base, is the letter Mem. Now, the letter Mem has two ways how it's designed. It's more or less a closed, let's say, square, but there is an opening on the bottom. And then there is one Mem which is completely closed. In other words, when the Mem is the beginning of the letter, the word, or in the middle of a word, then it's an open one. If it's the last letter of the whole word, like let's take the word Mitzrayim, has a Mem in the beginning, it's the open one, has a Mem in the end, then the Mem is a closed one. Yet there is one verse in the Torah where the Torah says in scriptures, Lemarbe hamisra u'lesholem en kates. Abundance, a greatness, a growth in God's kingdom. U'lesholem en kates, and the peace without limit. There the Mem, the first Mem, Lemarbe, is a closed one. Why is that? So I want to share with you a fascinating story and explanation in the Talmud. And I will not say now the usual Mizmar L'Soida, and you'll soon see why. But we will give tzedakah, so please join me in giving tzedakah. And here is the Talmud. Talmud Sanhedrin, page 94, folio A, I think. Says the Gemara the following. Why is the Mem a closed one? And the Gemara explains, the Talmud explains, that in the time of Chizkiyahu HaMelech, King Hezekiah, who was a king, a righteous king, God-fearing king, a benevolent king, over Judah, Yerushalayim and Beis Hamikdash was in his reign. At that time there was the king of Assyria, Sancherib, powerful, mighty king, and he decided that although he already conquered a big part of Israel, he needs in his portfolio, Jerusalem should be his. Only then he will feel that he is now the mighty leader of the world. Similar like all the others who always felt they have to conquer Jerusalem, as we still have today. Many still want to take, grab, steal Jerusalem away from us. So the Gemara says, actually it's recorded in scriptures, that at one point Sancherib gathered a super army. 45,000 princes riding in golden and silver chariots, 80,000 knights in armor, 60,000 swordsmen, and then more than 2.5 million fine cavalrymen. A superpower. And with this, he's going to conquer Jerusalem. When he came to the gates of Jerusalem, he asked they should stack up pillows for him to be able to see, to climb on and to see Jerusalem. When he climbed on top of the wall, he looked at the inside and says, for this little backyard, I brought all this army. He was disappointed. And he told his people, let's wait till tomorrow morning, we'll take care of it tomorrow. Chizkiyahu, the king, when he saw what's going on, he realized there is no way he can battle this. He can fight this army. So what does he do? He prays to God. As he's praying, the prophet Isaiah appeared to him and he told him, don't worry. God will protect you. God will fight for you. Hearing those words, he had total faith. In fact, he went to sleep. During the night, God killed out the soldiers, most of the soldiers of Sancherib. When he came in the morning and he saw that he has no army, he has dead bodies, his corpses, he gave up and he went back. In fact, later on, his two sons killed him. Says the Gemara that God wanted to make Chizkiyahu Mashiach, such a God-fearing individual. And the battles of Sancherib, he was going to make this the final battle before the revelation of Mashiach. But then the angel came and complained. Midas Hadin, the power, the attribute of judgment came to God and says, how can you make Chizkiyahu king? He had faith in you, absolutely. He's a benevolent, he's a righteous man. But he didn't even say a proper thank you. Somebody who doesn't say thank you, you can't make him Mashiach. You can't make him the leader of the Jewish people if he doesn't say the proper thank you to Hashem after such a miracle. Says the Gemara that this is why the mem is closed. The mem which stands represents Moshiach is there, but is locked in. Here's a powerful message to us. The miracles that we are experiencing these days is far beyond the miracles of the death of soldiers. Thousands of missiles raining down on Israel on a daily basis. Not every day 1,000, but when they accumulate, so there is some damage on the buildings, but no loss of life mostly. So we are living the moment that Mashiach wants to come out. What do we need to do? Is to thank Hashem. So let's say, Mizmar l'soido rila Adonai kol ha'aretzim das Adonai b'simcha boi lefanav b'nono. Du k'Adonai elim hu asanu v'lo anachna m'vtzai marisa boi yishor b'soido. Chatzroisa b'silo hoido lebaruch shmoi kitoi v'Adonai l'olam chazdoi v'adoi v'doi amun asoi. And the mem will open up and we will have celebrating with the Rebbe Melech HaMashiach in the Beis HaMikdash. Now,